Get the beer roll. Okay.
Then we can at least see the wave.
Gentlemen.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Welcome back.
Ah, yes. Yes. All right. It's warm and bitter, like I said. I didn't intend for anybody to shoot it.
You went right for it.
Absolutely.
I just thought maybe give yourself a little warm and fuzzy feeling, but you're going home.
No, there's probably a good shot and a half in there.
You pour yourself another for sipping throughout the sesh.
I'm shooting that. There ain't no way I'm sipping that. Woo! I got water for sipping.
It's too tasty for shooting.
I was supposed to do intro, but damn, that's enough of an intro for me. Fuck it. We'll send it anyways.
Yeah, well.
Gentlemen, before we get started, I had an interesting thought the other day. So I was trying to more or less label this, but because every sort of podcast has sort of a general genre. And when we first set it up, I kind of said we're like variety, but I think this is going to be an improv podcast.
Yeah.
I think because I'd like to, especially with you guys, I enjoy the back and forth and the stuff like that, and I'd like to be able to refine it and then be able to move that into other aspects of it. So I think this is kind of like an improv podcast.
Do lots of voices and improv. And if you want to do a voice reel, it's a good way to work out voices.
Mm-hmm.
And then, one day, if you do have stuff you like and you have a portfolio together, you can pull directly from something you're particularly proud of to use. Like, if it's already recorded, you got it. And then if you like the bit, you can go back to it and be like, I'm going to do that bit or that character, but I'm going to be Sasuke from fucking whatever,
Oh, yeah. But, gentlemen, it has been a hot minute since we've done this.
Oh, we have to do an intro.
Oh, okay, alright.
Okay.
Okay. I did actually have an intro planned, so here we go. I got to get a little close here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another riveting episode of Burnout's Paradise Podcast. I am one of your 3 hosts for this evening. I am Trevor, joined, as always, by my friends and hosts, Carlos and Dustin. Gentlemen, welcome.
Talking about it.
It's a pleasure to be here today.
Yeah!
Let's call this meeting a session of the Burnout's Paradise.
Yeah, technically session 3, but session 2.
It's like when you go on vacation and you come back to work and you forget how to do your job.
Yeah, someone forgot how to do your job,
Yeah, there is a little bit of that.
That literally happened to me on my first day back at work. I did so much shit. I clocked in wrong. I clocked out wrong.
Nice.
It is interesting how even just anything beyond your regular couple days off will screw up your work routine.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Now, speaking of work, Dustin.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna, I have to sip the tea. Actually, you know what? I have to sip the Kraken. Fuck it.
That's what we're going to call drama from now on.
Yeah, we're going to sip the Kraken.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to spill the Kraken.
Yeah, we're going to spill the absolutely. I need you to spill the Kraken on what happened at work.
So, yeah, I mean, we're all going through what, no one's gone through in nearly 100 years. Like, we're going through a pandemic, right? So things are a little bit more heightened than usual. And I'm not going to reveal names, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Just going to keep that to a minimum.
Yeah.
But there was 3 guys that messaged in our work group chat that said, hey, I'm not feeling too good. And then pretty much like one after the other were just like, hey, I woke up this morning with like a symptom. I'm going to take a test, whatever. 3 of them came back positive. Then, management was like, hey, everybody go to the shop before you get to your designated sites and take a test. So we all got to the shop at I got there just at 7 a.m. pretty much. And 2 more guys tested positive. So 5 guys tested positive, 2 of which went to work anyway. And it wouldn't have been so bad if the managers of the company didn't just say, well, the damage has already been done and it's been running through the company, so just go to work anyway. So 3 of the guys were like, responsible about it, and we're like, well, no, we're gonna just go home and make sure that we're good. So until I have no symptoms or whatever our mandates are in our area, they just did the right thing, stayed home. But the 2 other guys went to work, and the part that gets a little spicy is the poor kid that ended up going to work after he got told to, got blamed for almost, quote-unquote, crumbling the company with COVID, and said the only reason why he was going to work was because they didn't want to be so short-handed that they couldn't go to work and unsatisfy the customer.
Man.
So they were literally pulling the whole money over health thing, which I have a huge problem with, personally.
Yeah.
But it was handled really poorly.
Yeah.
Really poorly. And then because the guy that went to work, I had to work with, but thankfully I have my vaccinations. So, and I already was sick and recovered. So once all of that kind of ran through and he was at work with me, I was like, okay, well, like, it's really unfortunate and shitty that you're here to be at work and potentially endangering everybody else around us. While that was unfolding, the whole drama about him infecting everyone, his brother had to go, because they worked together, had to go see her that evening, and apparently addressed how unbelievably inappropriate it was with our boss.
That's
and
good.
yeah, well, and then in the group chat apologized, which I have a really weird like thing about. It's like when you're handling something or trying to be professional in a work setting, you shouldn't be addressing things in a group chat where there's 15 people.
Yeah. You don't air your dirty laundry in front of everybody. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Exactly. So basically the short run of the story is COVID ran through work. People handled it well. Management didn't handle it well at all. And it made for a never-ending drama while we're at work all day. To the point where I actually had to tell the guys, I was like, you know what, man? Like, we're all going through enough of this as it is in our own little way. Like, 6 degrees of separation sort of thing. We all know someone who's going through a thing. So we're just going to have to, like, back burner this one and get to work because, well, I mean, what am I supposed to do? Like, really? Like, now I'm already at work. What am I supposed to do?
I mean, like, you were the lowest risk person for him to work with, arguably, in that moment. But still, they shouldn't have made him work. That's just the long and short of that fucking poor kid.
And
getting blamed for this shit, too.
And he's, like, younger than us by quite a bit. Like, I think he's only 22 or 23. Getting told by a woman who is retired and what I would consider a house cat. Because she sits inside all day and doesn't see what we do. You know, and we work out. It's blue collar work, so we're out working, literally doing deconstruction. So
it's kind of interesting that you use the term blue collar because the building that I was working in were retired old folks and stuff. And there was one lady I was doing the install for, and she said, like, there was some conversation back and forth, and she said, oh, I'll let you do your thing, and one of my common jokes is, ha ha, that's why they pay me the big bucks. Like, just say it like that, like, really sarcastically. And I thought this was crazy. She actually said that on her retirement, technically she only gets paid about $14 an hour for her retirement. The other thing is that she said that, she's like, oh, I'm so glad we have blue-collar workers like you. I wish my grandson had gone and found himself a blue-collar job. He's going in for kinesiology, and I don't think that's going to do anything for him. And I was like, lady, in this area, sports are huge. Of course that guy's going to have fucking work.
Yeah,
like,
that's like...
There's so many areas that...
Exactly.
like...
I'd rather him be a kinesiologist than a chiropractor or an acupuncturist. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's based in science. And everything kinesiologists do...
Objective science.
Yeah, well, that's what science means. It's been objectively tested to be true.
Exactly.
God.
Yeah.
I hope people don't hate me for this, but I'm pro-science.
Hey,
I
you know
feel
what?
like most people should be.
You know what?
I'm pro-facts.
Yeah. Hey. So's Donald Trump. They mean very different things to him.
Wrong.
Wrong. That is incorrect, sir. Wrong.
Oh, God.
Oh, jeez. Let's not become the crew that just plunders the Trump jokes.
Well,
the crowd
you've
like
got the best
Okay.
Trump impression. You've got out of us three. I think I already think you got the best one.
See, I
easily
do an over-exaggerated Trump. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, you have to listen to me right now. I have something very important to tell you. I need you to go online right now and buy Trump steaks. I need you to save Trump steaks, please. Let's bring them back. Bring back make Trump steaks great again.
Trevor, that might be the worst Trump I've ever heard, but
I know.
love it. I love it so much.
You know why? Because Trump steaks was a real fucking thing.
I know.
Along with Trump University.
Oh, God. And they were like the opposite of what good cuts of steak normally look like. I remember
they're
seeing
shit.
them.
I'm pretty sure they were sold. What's that film store? Trump steaks, I swear to Christ, were... You know, like, when you walk through a mall, and there's that one single, like, old fucking camera store that's got, like, a bunch of cameras and film and shit like that? I'm pretty sure they sold Trump steaks there. Don't quote me on that. I'm gonna find this out.
At some store in where?
Like, in malls. In actual malls.
Wow. And like an electronics outlet.
No, not even like a full electronics outlet. It was just literally like a camera store. It was like cameras and tripods and camera cases and
Trump
film
steaks.
and Trump steaks.
We got a freezer full of bodies in the back if you want one of those.
I feel like this is the perfect opportunity for us to get in the market for selling Mr. Nuts to Butts Peanuts.
Oh man. Okay, so I sent that to Bronson, and he fucking. I talked to him, and he's just like, dude, I laughed so hard at your guys' like 12-minute like improv session on Mr. Nuts.
Everything goes up the
Peanuts.
ass.
Yeah, Mr. Nuts to
up the butt.
yeah, about a fucking nut suppository.
Yeah,
Okay,
I was streaming when he was listening to that, and he kept telling me about parts he was at, and yeah, he seemed to like it.
Yeah.
I was happy.
I know. So far, it's been very positive response.
To reel us back to the Trump thing,
Yeah.
at first when you said Trump steaks, I thought you meant something like Trump stocks.
Stonks.
Like a steak in the like Trump
Yes.
steaks.
Yeah. No,
And for some reason, I thought it would be hilarious if Trump didn't even know that he sold steaks, and he's like, "They're planks of wood.
There it is.
You put them in the ground. You put them in. They're the best steaks you could put in the ground."
I love the hand motion too, because it's exactly what he would do.
We gotta
like
get
the
Dustin
weird, the weird spread, and then just
you just have to embody the mannerism, and it just becomes easier to impersonate.
okay.
Oh gosh.
Trump steaks. This is from Wikipedia.
I had a wonderful conversation with the Muppets. Good guys. Good guys. Kermit. Best Kermit there is. He's the greatest. Great, good friend.
Trump Steaks is a
Imagine saying
discontinued
that.
brand of steaks.
Animal. Unbelievable conversationalist. I'm Bill Clinton or something. I don't know who the fuck I
That was,
am.
that was almost
wanna learn how-
JFK.
Yeah,
I want to learn how to do like a Reagan. Yeah.
Sexual relations with that woman.
Taking scandals from other presidents and cross-contaminating them with other impersonations of other presidents.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, if Ronald Reagan was JFK, was what I was going for. Combine the greatest Republican president with the greatest Democratic president. I don't mean that. We're Canadian, by the way.
Yeah.
So we don't care about American stuff. We do
So we
care.
can make fun of Americans. Oh, we want.
Yeah.
They shamelessly make fun of us,
Okay.
so I have no problem making
Yeah,
fun
it's
of them.
on Dungeons and Daddies. They have when DoorDash first came to Canada, they had an ad for it, and it was literally like 2.5 minutes of them just making fun of Canada while saying that we can now get DoorDash at a certain amount off if we use their promo code. So I don't feel as bad making fun of Americans.
Such a Freddie Wong thing to do.
Hey, that is actually Freddie Wong. Yeah.
I've been a big fan of Freddie Wong for a long time, and every time
Really?
Canada comes up, except for in like one of his shows he's produced, Canada is just the butt of the joke every single time. I love that guy, and he rips on us in a great way.
Man,
I feel like the few well-known people that understand Canadian culture and especially Canadian politics, when they make fun of it right, that makes me feel like they get us. Because then it's not just so much like, Canada's not even real. When you die in Canada, you die in real life. Like, that's kind of like...
That's fucked up, though, to think about that, because it's true.
You die when you're in
Canada. It's literally
Canada,
true.
That is
Canada is the Matrix.
Yeah, that's kind of the joke that ends up being laid out.
We are 1998 New York City.
Guys,
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Every
Wait,
city
did you
that
say
you go
1988 New York?
1998.
every small town
Better.
community that you go to,
True.
it looks like basically people figured out how to lay down bricks and then just kept Western signs everywhere on their main streets.
I know. I know.
The aesthetic of Canada is like the way that we are projected out is this great, amazing free country with like we love hockey and we love our poutine. But when you get here and you go through all of the communities, it's just like shitty pavement, brick everywhere in small communities. There's only A&Ws.
Every single town that has like...
And across from that A&W is a Subway.
Subway
Yes.
/ Fast Gas / Dairy Queen.
/ a Wendy's and a Tim Hortons.
All in one building,
Wendy's
though.
and Tim
It's
Hortons is a
all one
fucking
building.
combination.
And that is honestly the embodiment of going through any community that has like 5,000 people in it.
That is so true.
Yeah, it is.
That is so fuck. You go through a community with like 500 people in it. There is a Dairy Queen attached to a Subway or something there.
And there's a
A&W is one of the first to go in any sort of like smallish.
That's true. I see them
Smallish
everywhere.
town.
always,
Yeah.
always an A&W
So when
or a KFC. There's always just like some major.
you're thinking of, are we using? Because I'm thinking of a specific town right now, a very specific town. It's in Alberta. It is about 45 minutes west of where we met.
Vermilion?
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah,
right?
Vermilion. No, Vermilion. I'm thinking of Vermilion. Because Vermilion always had an A&W and a KFC. They had the A&W and the KFC and the Shell station right as soon as you come up that off-ramp and you fucking turn, you keep going, you go back out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then there's always that...
They had two A&Ws. They had the one at the entrance to town, and further on you could go to the A&W that was like downtown. They had two A&Ws.
And just so, for whoever's listening to this, the understanding of downtown in small rural communities is
Canada, no less.
In Canada, no less. That's just part of town.
That's literally a 4-block section of a single street. That's downtown.
There's 3 places you can shop, a bingo hall, and like 8 closed storefronts.
And a Legion.
Yeah, and a Legion.
Usually
some sort of
to a Legion.
small town bargain store or something along those lines.
And a laundromat that's been there for 40 years.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But
they still have a Street Fighter 2 cabinet though.
But it's owned by by this weird old Japanese couple.
And they still don't speak English.
No, they have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, but they're the best.
But
though.
they're super nice people.
They're
very nice people.
Usually in small communities when they find their little niche of like if they own their own little restaurant or a laundromat or whatever, or just a corner store, they're usually like the most cool people you'll ever meet.
Yeah, I've done some work in some small towns around like Alberta, and it's usually either like you said the convenience store, or I've noticed in Vermilion there was a like a shitty rundown motel that was owned by like a little Asian couple. So I'd like have to go into the basement and like work, do some work in like a back closet or something like that. There'd be some workout gear, and you go like have to go to like the Master Jack, which is up in like their in the like one of the suites upstairs or something like that. So you go in there, there's like hot plates all over the place, and you're just like, cool.
Hell yeah.
Scared that you're gonna burn this place down, but yeah, all right.
Peak of civilization.
The peak of civilization is just
But
rat packing
that is-
30 people into a place.
coming back to what you said though, Carlos, about it being like 1987 New York. If
We're going even further back in time every time.
it's
87.
just no, it's just like if you think about like when you watch like Taxi or like just a movie with that aesthetic of just like.
Also, I want to add a note on Taxi. The main character is not the hero of that story. Don't be confused. Carry on. That is for our listeners. That's for no one else. I know people are look up to that guy, but you're not supposed to.
I think I need to watch that movie.
It's a good movie.
Same thing with Patrick Swayze in Big Trouble in Little China.
Yes.
Not even the hero of the movie. But coming back to what I was saying was that like when you think about those types of films with that aesthetic, where it's just like kind of gray, a little gloomy, a little cloudy, walking down like really rough cement, like walking paths and like really like loose graveled pavement and brick and like a mural. Like that kind of embodies what I remember about going through any small community in this country.
Yeah.
Like you pass through it, there's always just like the one museum that they have, and it's usually just filled with a bunch of guns. Because that's all that they had, and it's like a bunch of old like railway ties and a bunch of like old, it's just like whatever they could kind of like get together that's antique.
And there's a model train set you can watch go by.
Yeah.
And they're usually either in or near old grain elevators.
Oh yeah.
The one in Marwayne, that one's I'm pretty sure been converted into like a museum. I can honestly say though I haven't ventured into too many like small town rural museums. It's not really something of.
Yeah, I think it's a niche crowd.
I've gone to a few just like in Saskatchewan, and it's just like basically you're getting the same version. I don't know how to really describe it, but you're just kind of like getting the same like piece of history just in a different part of that province. Like the settlement era is usually the same. The way people lived was usually the same. How they like traveled and acquired resource was all the same, and nobody smiles in pictures because they didn't know what pictures were yet.
Yeah.
And everybody looks at the camera like they're staring at a ghost.
So you're telling me that olden day farmers used to live exactly the same?
Largely.
Yeah, all right, perfect.
Largely.
Okay.
Yeah.
And, I mean, one could even say that most farmers nowadays share the same brain cell. I'm just kidding.
Except for now, they get to share that brain cell with the internet because they managed to get internet.
Oh, man.
That's true.
I'm totally kidding. I mean, like, realistically, I think that there's, farmers are fantastic because obviously we're not going to get fucking food and cattle and a lot of other resources without them. So thank you very much, farmers. I'm not hating on you. If you're a trucker, on the other hand...
No. Like somewhere between 85 to 95% of our truckers are vaccinated.
I know.
This is the vocal minority. Oh, what's that?
It's coming in national broadcast. Coming in live from the Burnout Park.
It's News Corner with Trevor Reeser.
Oh man.
Dustin Koppel and your weatherman, Carlos Martinez.
Wait, why do you get to be the weatherman? You should be the sportsman because you're way more into sports than I am. So.
Oh, we could do a quick segment.
Sports.
We actually could do a segment right now.
Yeah, let's do it.
Can we rip off one of my favorite podcasts of all time?
I'm going to need you to explain it, but I'm in.
One of my favorite podcasts of all time is Harmontown. I would love some more, yeah.
Absolutely.
So in Harmontown, they would do something called Sports Corner.
Okay.
Now, Dustin knows everything about sports.
Hell yeah.
And
Mostly
I know
football, but I can touch...
But compared to us, you know everything.
Yeah, I know everything.
In comparison.
I know literally everything about sports, guys.
So and today was the NFC AFC games?
Yeah, it was the AFC NFC Championship.
So, What I want to do is Sports Corner, an homage to Harmontown.
Okay.
Okay.
Where Trevor and I know honestly a very limited amount about these games, but we are going to do our best to recap one of the games with you giving us very vague prompts on where we need to take the direction.
Okay.
So...
Okay, so, well, the AFC Championship game was played by the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Okay, that's great, but maybe next time don't give us the actual team names.
Oh, okay.
No, that works great, though.
Okay, no.
Okay. Well, that was
forget.
whoa.
Sorry, yeah, I forgot about that one.
That kind of ripped right apart.
Okay. The Cincinnati...
Sports Corner, whoosh! Digital graphic, football flies across the screen as a fireball. Whoosh, fuck yourself.
Thank you very much, Kathy. That is really depressing, and I hope we don't hear any more stories about kitties and trees. But now, for some sports. Apparently, there's a football game. Very big one. Carlos.
That's right, Trevor. Today, NFC and AFC championships, and in those games, I was told that the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs played in the AFC
NFC championship.
AFC championship. I have confirmation it was the AFC.
AFC championship. All right. I mean, these acronyms are killing me. Damn.
He's coming with us with the plays. What can you tell us about how Patrick Mahomes did?
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'm down here with the players, and it's really loud. Can barely even hear myself talking right now.
What's that? Sorry, Jim. You're gonna have to speak up. We can't hear you over here.
What's that?
Yeah, Jim. So I hear that Patrick Mahomes was in this game.
Yes, my homies were here actually playing the game, watching them live. We got to watch them lose the game. Almost winning the game.
So
who almost won the game?
So wait, so Patrick
Is it
Mahomes
the Danglers?
is the quarterback for the
Kansas City Danglers?
For the Kansas City Danglers?
No, Banglers. Wait,
Banglers?
Is that it?
You have to get in character. Get the fucking character.
Fucking spell.
Oh fuck! I'm sorry. I'm too excited.
Yo. Run.
What do I do about this? Jesus Christ.
We're gonna have to get some paper towel.
Carry on the bit, Trevor. You have to.
I totally lost it. No, it's gone.
Oh God.
Just because, okay, Kansas City Banglers? Is that what it is?
We're gonna come right back to this.
Okay.
But it's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh! Okay, Kansas City Chief, Cincinnati Bengals. Dangles.
Tigers. They're Bengals.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm a little illiterate when it comes to specific types of animals.
So, yeah, literally, like a Bengal tiger from like the Indian jungle, you know, or whatever, or the Siberian desert.
What is that?
It's an old bed sheet that we no longer need.
Yeah, the beauty about this is that we can just recap.
Exactly. And cutting and splicing.
Yes. Get out.
Get the fuck out! I'm sorry, kitty. You have to get out.
Oh, sorry about that, Dustin.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Wouldn't be the first time there's been a spill in here. Trust me.
But yeah, Pete Mahomes.
Excuse me, everybody. That was a major technical difficulty. We're now back broadcasting live down here on the field. The main panel not quite back up yet. Seems like they had some type of spill in their pants. I can't quite confirm that for anybody listening right now. But what I can confirm is that the Kansas City Chiefs were down 3 points in the fourth quarter.
Fuck, Jerry, come get your goddamn intern. He spilled my liquor.
Sounds like he spilt chili on his pants, Jeb.
Sorry about that, folks. We had some technical difficulties. Looks like we're back. Yeah. Never hire anyone under the age of 21. Anyways, that's great. Fantastic. So, did our team win out there? How's it look on the field?
Things are looking really great. The cheerleaders, unbelievable. Really not even focusing on the game anymore. Might even lose my job.
Okay, so did you say the Chiefs or the cheerleaders? I'm pretty sure one of the teams is the Chiefs.
The cheerleafers, I believe, is what they were calling themselves before the game.
The Chief leaders?
Now, I believe I'm getting word that there was a big comeback in the second half of this game, where the Bengals were up by 3 touchdowns, and Patrick Mahomes from the Buccaneers led the team on a charge to nearly make the comeback, but they didn't.
Yeah, Kim Kardashian actually made an appearance today. There definitely was a comeback.
Wait, no. I'm pretty sure I've heard this one before.
Pretty sure she had cum on her back in the video.
Yeah, I mean, she did. Wait. I did not see that video at all.
This live sports broadcast was brought to you by Mr. Nuts Peanuts.
Mr. Nuts to Butts Peanuts.
They're for the whole family.
Hell yeah. And now, on to our newsroom. All right, gentlemen. The topic of the hour. Big pause.
The Nazis are at it again.
Boom, boom.
No, man, the convoy, bro.
Yeah, the Nazis are at it again.
Yo, okay.
Oh my god.
Okay. That's you're focusing on the people literally at the top, because as
Well, for reference, for like the people who are going to listen to this, just like maybe give a layout of like the current situation first before you.
So here in Canada, there is a large convoy that is traveling all across Canada to meet in Ottawa to encircle or whatever the capital, the Parliament building, because they are initially, from my understanding, the initial was because of the mandate that is required of like proof of vaccination or like PCR test or isolation or whatever coming back into the United States for truckers who are doing it commercially. The unfortunate part is that at this moment, I genuinely don't really know what they actually want. Like, I've heard a lot of stuff. I've seen a lot of rumblings online. I genuinely have not gone to seek it out, but I don't know what their goal is, because I've seen that now they're wanting to dissolve the government, they want to try Trudeau, they want all this stuff, so I don't know what the actual overall ask is.
Yeah, it's gotten complicated.
It is severely complicated. Severely complicated because there is a lot of people doing it for reasons they feel are right.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have people out in crowds where you're seeing even national news reporters, for like our main source of broadcasted news, picking and choosing what they want to broadcast.
Get the ratings, yeah.
Not just that, but like
it's pretty hard to get your finger on the pulse without getting 1,000 different looking at.
There's a few factual things that I have been reading about from various sources, and when I say the Nazis are at it again, I mean like literally there's people flying swastikas.
Oh yeah. I don't know if you guys have seen the picture.
Oh yeah.
I saw it the day I saw it the day it came out.
A group of supporters for this cause ransacked a homeless shelter.
Saw that.
And they
stole
food.
Today.
They didn't steal food, but they bullied people into giving them food that they had absolutely no right to.
Yep.
And it's a pretty easy, what's the word, a coup? Would it be a coup to say, well, I'm just trying to find the proper term to call it like exactly what it is. Like when you're acting under the support of a movement when you're just a bunch of Nazis.
Yeah, it's
You're
like
using
it is weirdly insurrectionist, maybe.
Well, I mean, like, the unfortunate part is that when it first started, there was a lot of talk of this is our January 6th.
Oh,
So,
God.
you know, like, the unfortunate, like, when even before it started, when there are rumblings of this is going to be our January 6th, that doesn't start off at a very good foot. Now, you know what? Like, right to peaceful assembly. You guys want to go on a convoy to Ottawa? Give her shit. First off, the one place that I had a big problem with is asking for money. If you want a convoy to fucking Ottawa, fucking have at her. Stop asking people for money. There are genuinely, like, old folks, like in that old folks home that I was working in, there are genuinely old folks that told me that, like, I don't have a lot, but I gave money because I believe in this cause. It's like, really? You don't have much to begin with. Why are you giving them money? So stop asking people for money.
It is grossly manipulated. Like when you don't even have a full clear idea of the motive because you're seeing it through so many different lenses. Yeah. People get to pick and choose the narrative that they want to hear. And that speaks for a whole lot of things going on in the world right now. It's really complicated with being able to see 100 different clips of 100 different crises that's going on around the world. Yeah. And it's really hard to pick which one you're gonna support.
I think these truckers, like, absolutely agree, right to peaceful assembly, but it has gotten out of hand. Like, honestly, you need to pick a better hill to die on, because the Western civilization's about to come to a fucking head over in Ukraine. Like, oh God.
What was the case? Sorry, I completely missed it. There was, you said the right to peaceful assembly. And then...
I mean, I agree that they if
what
they
was
believe in
what
this,
was the second point?
Western civilization's about to come to a head over in the Ukraine.
I mean, there's that. There was something that I was thinking about. I can't.
Well, you were talking about how you were working in an old folks home, and there are people who are genuinely supporting the cause and donating money to a cause that they probably don't even have a clear vision into.
Yeah. I mean, the whole clear vision thing is a really big deal because it's so convoluted. Oh, I know exactly what it was. It comes back to the point of somebody walking around with a flag with a swastika. The root of the problem is that person somewhere on the internet, they found something that they felt comfortable that if they walked out with a flag that had a swastika at this event, that they wouldn't have a problem. That the problem with this convoy is that the far right has latched onto it because of, like Tammy, the lady that started the GoFundMe. She has ties to far right groups, and so does the leader of it. Like, I gotta give them props because they fucking organized and they got this thing going. Like, I gotta give them props because whoever started this thing knows how to organize. But the problem is that they have created an environment where the far right feels comfortable enough that they can come out. Like, you see TikToks of guys in, like, I don't have TikTok. I don't have TikTok. But I've seen things on the internet of, like, this guy, like, fucking recording on TikTok saying that, like, oh, this is going to be a white genocide. Like, they're gonna ethnically cleanse the white race. And I'm like, excuse me? Bro, I'm white and I'm not fucking advocating for that, but I'm not standing behind this goddamn convoy. Boy, get the fuck out of here with that ethnic cleansing bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't have any problem with the convoy if it wasn't done just so abjectly hatefully. Yeah. Like, it's done with the most impure of intentions.
Yeah, you know that I definitely can side with that because I know quite a few people who are, I would say, pretty far right leaning. Well, maybe not far right leaning, but almost
Yeah.
far enough
There's
right where
nothing
you're
wrong
like,
with being conservative, but there's something wrong with being aggressively assertive about your conservatism.
like the issue is when you try and have a civil conversation about what we're discussing, and you express your point of view that doesn't align with theirs. It's not even like it's over excommunicado. They literally want you out of the picture entirely, violently.
Yeah.
And it's just like, if you're not with us, you're against us type of mindset. And how are you supposed to get anybody on your side with that attitude?
But
You can't get anybody on your side with that attitude.
You can't, but also at a certain point, like, conversation gets you only so far before, like, people need real visceral examples in front of them. Because people, I don't mean to say this in a mean way, but I think people largely in the world are stupid, and I feel so lucky and blessed to be surrounded by intelligent, creative people. But I think largely it's currently, as cool as it is to be a thoughtful, mindful hipster, it's really uncool to be smart, because there's so many more stupid fucking people on the planet. D&D's great. I fucking love D&D.
Oh, man, I love pretending to be somebody else.
I know a lot of stupid fucking people who play D&D who make me, like, really question its value as an outlet creatively, because it does allow for people to be overtly evil and... but, I mean, I'm all for that, because I do it too.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about people I've met recently. This is a hard thing to get into, and I should never have broached it. But I feel like I have just been experiencing moments in my life where I think the population at large is too fucking stupid, and too many smart people make the smart decision not to have children, but I fucking wish they'd have kids, because their kids would probably be smart too.
That is a very reasonable, like, observation, because I also have, like, I openly admit, like, I'm smart, but I am a educated intellectual. I am smart enough to know my place and where I am in the world.
Yep.
That alone places so much value on my life and the people around me.
Yeah, it really does.
That I feel like without knowing that and having the self-awareness of it, I would be a part of exactly the people you're talking about.
This is literally idiocracy. Man. We're getting into idiocracy right now.
When Idiocracy came out...
Dude, it's literally becoming canon.
It was already Idiocracy, and now we're...
Idiocracy is canon.
It is... Idiocracy is canon.
It's exactly that.
Oh.
Gentlemen, I think it's time for a fucking ad-lib.
Yeah, it's time for a sponsored bit.
We were already at 42 minutes. We haven't done a single sponsor yet. Dude, but it's been good conversation. Good. It's been really good conversation.
That's good.
And I want everybody to know, anybody who listens to this, look, even though I personally may think that, again, this is personal opinion, even though I may think that the convoy is just literally a bunch of smooth-brained, paste-eating idiots throwing a hissy fit in a gigantic conga line, if they want to do that, they're more than welcome to. If you want to support them, you're more than welcome to. Every single point that I've brought up is things that are on my mind, things that I just don't like or find fishy or anything like that I don't agree with it. If you want to do it, fucking give her shit, but don't fucking at me.
Well,
wait.
I think like my whole take on that so far from what I've been able to see, because it's really been ramping up lately, is that I also have support and empathy towards their objective.
Yeah.
Or from, like, there really is no clear objective other than getting rid of what's mandates and such.
So then state the objective that you do agree with.
That I feel like without it's in the same light of trying to monitor police activity is the same way that we need to moderate political activity.
Yeah.
They're just so far leaned to one side where they just want it all done, and they're doing it aggressively and violently, and not letting anybody else who doesn't quite align with their viewpoints to jump on the portions that they agree on. It's either you're with all of it or 0% of it.
But to also be fair, like, that is a very small minority of the people at this march, and that's mostly just, like, it's always the loudest, most violent people who are heard the most. Because, like, I think for the most part, I agree with the methodology. I don't agree on a personal level with what they want done.
Yeah.
I think, like, man, personally, I believe when you make a commitment to be a part of society, you owe society certain dues, and that is its health. But that is, everybody is entitled to their different beliefs on that regard. I'm an anarcho-socialist.
Yeah.
I want less government, but I want more socialism.
You know,
So
I noticed that the people around me, the people that I surround myself with, the ones that actually want genuine change for society and can agree on there are certain things that we should go for that benefit society as a whole. I find that like those are the people that, or anybody that actually, like, you know, pays attention to the complete political spectrum. There are people that I, like, surround myself with, and I find that I agree with more often, but also, like, that are just a little bit more intellectual, because you know, say the truckers are like, hey, we want to end the mandates, so we as truckers can go in and out, and, like, you know, and these people are like, we're going to stand behind them because they're the lifeblood of our society and stuff like that, and, like, you know, thank you very much for continuing to work through COVID, and we owe this to the truckers and stuff like that. It's like, there's so many more industries that continue to do that, you know, like, look at me, I was a communications guy through COVID, we kept working. Nobody's thanking us, nobody's fucking, you know, like, protesting for us.
Which kind of comes
consider
around
unskilled labor.
Yeah.
Which kind of, like, oh my god, it's such a complicated topic right now.
There's
so much going on right now.
There like, genuinely is.
Like, that encompasses one of the things that I guess is just, like, a broadened statement, but it's like, welcome to the human race, man. You're born with a certain set of looks, a certain set of skills, and a certain set of intellect, and you don't get a choice in the matter. Welcome to planet Earth.
This is what you got.
But we should encourage everybody as much as we can to exercise the biggest muscle in their body, and, you know, be capable of making those decisions for themselves. No matter what their political or personal leanings are, but not enough people seek out information. Like,
willingly.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how many of you guys have noticed lately, but there have been quite a few people, like, because of the way the world has been lately, their lives have slowed down, and when you have idle hands, the old saying is idle hands are the devil's playground, you end up doing a bunch of shit that you normally wouldn't be doing, and you catch yourself looking at stuff that you don't normally look at, and then it changes the way you think, the way you move, the directions, the opinions, the viewpoints, everything about the way you think changes, and it is showing so loudly right now.
I've felt that honestly, myself,
Social media, like, I've seen memes, and I've seen a few, I've seen a few comments about it, but I've seen mentioned a few times, but the algorithm. So if you are sitting down and...
Sick fucking metal band.
Oh, man, the algorithm?
The algorithm is so fucking sick. They're so sick.
Okay, so I'm actually going to take that as a music reference.
Please hold that thought.
Yes.
I wanted to hear what you're going to say. I really wanted to hear that.
The algorithm has been mentioned. So, to me, and this is my fucking smooth brain understanding of it, when you sit down, and let's say you go to YouTube, you go to Facebook, you even go to Twitter, you sit down and you start looking at certain things. Say you start looking at things that are a little bit more on the, like, helping society, say helping other people, like, you know, some of that stuff. You're going to the algorithm's going to start feeding you things that are a little bit more left-leaning. If you start looking at things that are, like, you know, blue-collar stuff, hard-working, and you start down some simple stuff, that's going to start you down the road on the right side of things.
You want to know what compounds what you're talking about?
What?
Is you're talking about just looking at your phone.
Yeah.
You're not talking about where it tracks you when you go somewhere.
That is also true.
Oh, and you're not talking about how it pushes things from people who are around you on the same server or network.
So if you have a friend, yeah, exactly. If you have friends that are into the same stuff, and just because your phone's listening all the time, all of our
absolutely,
it's
I've got them all over. I got Google Homes all over my house. I already know that.
Yeah,
to me.
Exactly.
You motherfucker, you might as well listen to everything.
Like when I first moved here,
yeah,
the one of the first things that it started advertising me was fountain tire tires. On my...
Because Sarah had been looking up tires probably, I bet.
Exactly.
That's spooky.
What the algorithm does, it doesn't just pool your phone, it pools the cookies on the network.
And so, I mean, I'm not going to name drop too hard, but I'm sure we've heard of Edward Snowden.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, I'm just going to pull a
name drop? What, do you know him?
Yeah. Boom!
I know him personally.
Yo, let me just Skype in my homie.
Yeah, he's the only guy that gives me his IP address. Okay, I
man.
know where he is.
Shit.
Dusty is like public enemy number one. Yo,
disclaimer: I don't know.
Yo,
him.
CIA,
No,
bro, fuck off.
No, but he does say that the whole thing is like we know about the thing about 6 degrees of separation of everybody knows Kevin Bacon. We've heard this before. If you know 6 friends, technically you know Kevin Bacon.
That shit is real.
Okay, so you take that and then you compare it to the if there's 6 of us in a room with all of us having smartphones, then that web branch will explode.
Yeah.
Outward, and
because then each one of the 6 people has 6 people.
It's so kind of it's actually super crazy because this is how close to AI we are. Is that it calculates everybody's algorithm.
Yeah.
Everybody's algorithm, and then it branches out.
And so it's an average. Yeah.
I mean, every single person
that is really complicated to explain because
That's why I got into K-pop. I'm not even lying.
Are you actually into K-pop?
K-pop's fucking sick, dude.
Is it really?
K-pop is actually unbelievable.
You know
how you want a point of reference for K-pop?
Yeah, absolutely.
You remember how much everybody loved Backstreet Boys and NSYNC in the 90s?
Yes.
That is K-pop 2020 into this decade.
That's
so
literally
good.
Dude, that's literally boy bands except with social media.
Oh god.
But
I mean,
even bigger. Like it's even bigger than that.
Dude, I mean
it's some of the best music videos and the best music.
Yeah, it's
really
actually entertaining.
Interesting.
And it's transparent enough where you're like, oh, they're definitely subliminally messaging right now. But they're doing it in a way where it's like acceptable.
Okay,
God.
quick, small little sidebar.
BTS is sick. I can't even deny. BTS is fucking dope.
The BTS army is wild.
I'm spilling again, but it's on this thing now.
So, just really fucking, just brief sidebar that I thought was absolutely fucking hilarious. Ben Shapiro said something like, men from the East are superior because they're more manly, and men from the West are like now becoming more feminine and stuff like that. And it's like, hold on, have you ever seen BTS? Yo, they're a little on the feminine side.
But
it's feminine, but not feminine.
Here's what I will say.
No.
There's a difference between masculinity and
yeah, this is getting into a whole conversation.
They are very masculine if you pay attention to their lyrics and shit like that. I wouldn't be surprised if there's 2 or 3 gay guys in BTS. There's fucking 12 of them.
And I mean 1 in 10 even is enough to say there's definitely somebody that's gay.
Also, you can top from the bottom. I don't give a fuck who says it.
You can top from the bottom.
That is facts. I want everybody listening to this to know that is hard facts.
You can top from the bottom.
I don't even understand what that means, but it sounds hard as fuck.
Okay.
No, you understand the term. Okay, do you understand? You stop that. You know exactly what that means.
Exactly what it means.
If anybody doesn't know what that means, I am about to tell you.
That's funny.
Absolutely.
If you've heard the term, are you a top or are you a bottom?
That's funny.
And if you're comfortable being on the bottom, what he's getting at is you can alpha male from the bottom.
It's called a power bottom.
Yeah.
Yo. That's funny.
Straight up.
You're not wrong. That's funny.
And I mean, honestly, from just a genuine comfort standpoint,
okay,
it's easier to get through. Let's just put it that way. It's easier to get through.
No shit on my dick.
That's funny.
No one's cramping. Okay?
You're not wrong. I mean, he is dropping some mad facts right now. But here's the real question of the day. How many piss jugs do you think are going to be in Ottawa by the end of this protest?
I'm actually just...
They raised $8 million. If they don't get porta potties, they're stupider than I thought.
Yo. there's gonna be
That's not going to stop them. They're going to get...
That's not going to stop them from pissing jokes
No.
anyway.
You guys, I think collectively, I have definitely the most experience dealing with truckers here.
Yeah. Derek Shepard's my only trucker friend, but he's like a really cool guy.
And I'm going to just tell you that they become engineers when it comes to how they have to deal with pissing on the road.
Really?
Dealing with your body on the road becomes a very acute science.
So I have one trucker story, and this is the only trucker story that I know. My dad told it to me. So he was doing some long haul down into the States. He had a partner. They were taking shifts. Because I don't know if it's changed or if it still is or what the rule is. Fill yourself up first, and then I'll take a little splash. I think the your log was per person, not per vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
So his partner one day, they were a little bit behind because of some weather, so they had to stop. So they were driving, and his partner woke up, had to piss. My dad's like, well, we got to keep going. So the partner was like, okay. He opened up the back window, climbed out, held on to the fucking side of the truck while he pissed off the back of it, and then he climbed back into the vehicle. That is the only trucker story I have, and it is fucking terrifying.
He's a fucking pirate. He's not a trucker. That's a fucking pirate.
That's a land pirate.
Yeah.
That's a land pirate.
He got onto that crew by hijacking other trucks.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. 100%.
They would hijack the Pepsi truck.
He commandeered and usurped that thing.
Hell yeah.
We still haven't done the advert. You said
No, we have. I know.
20 minutes ago we wanted to do an advert.
Yeah, we gotta
Holy
read
shit,
for an ad here.
This has been a wild ride.
It has been. It's
Honestly,
been a good episode.
Okay, I'm gonna say we should go at least till 15 minutes after. So if I have to cut, it still reaches around that hour.
Sure. Yeah.
But we should go down the list of sponsors. I saw one earlier for a nice Parmesan company.
Oh man. Oh man.
It caught my eye.
Oh.
Okay. Wait, Dustin, do you have the name sheet over there, or do I have it?
I didn't
Is
get
it in my pile.
I didn't get one.
Okay. So sorry. I guess it's in my pile here. Let me just give me a second here.
Well, actually, I've got it right here.
It's a Parmesan. It's a Parmesan cheese company.
Actually, it's a Parmesan cheese and used car company. It's Timmy Tamatome's Parmesan and used cars off sale.
Hey, Timmy Tamatone.
Okay, you know what?
Say it again.
Timmy Tamatome's used cars and Parmesan off sale.
And is it a family-run company?
Yeah, it's Timmy Tamatone's.
So are they all brothers?
There's literally one. They're in Nevada, in Las Vegas, and I don't know why they sponsored us.
I don't know, man. Do they even have a fucking online store?
No. It's mail order.
Mail order only?
Order
man, this
Parmesan.
is fucking archaic. Okay, I can get. You know what? Fuck it, I'll get into it. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I can honestly tell you that I'm not going to be able to remember that name.
Timmy Tamatone's used cars and Parmesan off sale.
Timmy Tamatone's used car and Parmesan Emporium. Is that
Off
what?
sale.
Off sale. Emporium off sale?
Timmy Tamatone's car sale.
Used cars.
Parmesan off sale.
Okay.
Timmy Tamatone's used cars.
Man, where the fuck
And
did we
Parmesan-
find
Hey everybody, my name's Timmy Tamatone. These are my used cars and Parmesan off sale. You need a Buick, you need a sedan, you need yourself a hearse, or you also need yourself a nice slap of Maggiano. You come down here and talk to my cousin Danny. He'll sort you out.
Hey, Johnny, Ronnie, and Bonnie, get the freaking forklift out here. There's a whole pallet full of Parmesan cheese you gotta shred today.
Yeah, if you need to order anything, you gotta mail us in. You gotta send us the mail. Man, we're getting mail all the time. We're so busy. You know, those hot Buicks and Caddies, and they're all, inspected by my cousin Marv. Come on down. We got some great deals. You know, we'll get you set up with a car and a nice wheel of cheese.
Come on down to the lobby and meet a receptionist. You get free Parmesan samples and a test drive in one of the brand new test-driven used cars.
That means it has both been test-driven and used in the past. It has been in the lot for more than 5 months. You get a discount of 33% on your next wheel of Parmesan.
It's a used car, but it's new to us.
And trust me, these cars are definitely not older than the cheese. Because we age our cheese for a long time. It's definitely not frozen cheese.
These cars are definitely not older than the cheese. What's the name of the company?
Timmy Tamatones.
Timmy Tamatones used cars and Parmesan off sale.
The cars are definitely not older than the cheese.
Perfect. Here. Dude, I love it.
Timmy Tamatones used cars and Parmesan off sale. The cars are definitely not older than the cheese. I'm never gonna forget that now. Trevor
like-
made me cry.
Just like Mr.
The cars are definitely not older than the cheese.
And then
Holy
you need to
fucking
tag.
shit.
And then you need to tag that with their used cars, but they're new to us. And
Yeah, dude,
it
that
gotta
was
tag.
so good. You guys had me laughing so fucking hard.
So hold on, let me try and get one good freaking take here.
All right, yeah, no, we
yeah.
can take that again. That
All
was
right, all right.
fucking beautiful. I'm sure the viewers won't mind.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, welcome to Timmy Tamatones used cars and Parmesan off sale. What was the words again?
Here at Timmy Tamatones.
Alright,
What did you say? The cheese. The cars are
Definitely not older than the cheese.
Okay. Oh my god, I might need a prompt or something.
Just say line. We'll do it like a proper read. You say line.
Okay. Let me get in character real quick. I gotta get my Italian swag on.
Yeah, I gotta get a little bit of a raspy voice.
Oh god. Oh my god, Trevor, that made me laugh so hard.
Okay, just quick pause here. Hey, welcome to Timmy Tamatones used cars and Parmesan off sale. The cars are definitely not older than the cheese.
What was the other tagline?
Hold on.
And our cars are definitely are used but new to us.
Oh yeah. The cars might be used, but they're new to us.
Yeah. So I mean, like if you wanted to come up with like a quick little like not even like a full advert, just like a quick like 2-second or 3-second, you're like welcome to Timmy Tamatones used car and Parmesan off sale, where our cars are definitely not older than the cheese. Every single car is used but new to us. Come on down and see what we got.
Hey, Tammy, bring over those Parmesan samples. There's a whole lobby full of people here.
Oh my god, Mr. Tamatone!
Stick this in your mouth, it's fucking delicious.
Oh my god, Mr. Tamatone! Oh my god, Mr. Tamatone!
Yep.
That's the best Parmesan I ever had!
And that's
Yes,
the best
I will
customer
buy
service
that
you'll
Jeep
ever gonna
Wrangler.
see, you're ever gonna have. We're the best in the nation. We absolutely dominate the used car industry and massively produced cheese sales.
Hell yeah.
Holy shit.
Wow.
So
what a ride.
So, I mean, I guess we gotta thank Timmy Tamatone's used car and Parmesan off sale for
That ad read was intense.
It was, dude. You were actually crying.
That
Like,
made
there
me
was-
laugh so
there was
hard.
tears. I mean,
That made me laugh. I haven't laughed that hard in a while.
funny.
As soon as you said, I heard you say that line about the fucking cars aren't older than cheese. It's like, well, who would be worried about that?
We're
Like,
Italian.
you know, you're talking about used cars. We're selling cheese. It's like we have to say that. I feel like we have to say that the cheese is older than the car, so people are like,
Yeah, because
we're gonna come here and look at like a 1995 Toyota.
Because everybody knows that every Italian family has an underground garage with a Fiat and a wheel of blue cheese.
No, a 1995 fucking Toyota Corolla.
And a wheel of aged 45 years blue cheese.
Yeah. There's a fucking 1995 Volkswagen sitting over by a wheel of Gouda.
Oh my god.
Beautiful.
Oh my god.
That was intense. I loved that.
That was really good.
I mean, like, on
Oh,
a
can
side
we
note,
do another one?
we can, but
Jesus
I feel like
Christ, that's funny.
I feel like we should do an ad for the basketball video game we want to make.
Yo, I need to hear more about this. Like,
Yeah.
he was telling me a few things. He sent me a picture. He told me some of your guys' character ideas.
So I'm
really
gonna have
looking forward.
Dustin be my pitch man because I ran him through it, and he might understand better than I do how to describe it at this point, because it's a jumble in my head. But the vision is clear. But the ultimate goal is I want to make a fighting game that is a basketball game. A 2D assist-based fighter basketball game.
Assist-based fighter.
I don't know what to call it, but I know how I want things to go.
Slam funk.
That's not bad, but I was also thinking trying to do like a play on blood sport.
Oh. I think we're gonna have to spin the wheel on that one.
Blood court.
Yeah. Oh. Blood court. That's not bad, actually. That's fucking sick. Blood court. The youth of the day
are you
have
gonna go
forgotten what it
basketball
meant
sport?
to die. Heaven can wait. Ball is life. Fight.
Wait. So, okay, so the background of the game, though, is that it's a sort of like a tournament style. There's a draft it's a black market draftee tournament.
Okay.
So it's a lot like Mortal Kombat.
Dude, set in Shaolin.
Picture literally Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat, like Street Fighter 2 specifically, like the World Tournament where it's like underground.
Yeah.
Like, these ballers are also murderers and assassins and violent, dangerous people.
And
but
Green
they're-
Berets.
Oh,
and-
yeah. But they're here to fucking ball. And it's a combo-based basketball fighting game.
What if one stage you had in like a basketball court, but it's like you remember from the old school like side scrolling Ninja Turtles arcade where how they have like the the sewer level where it had like the water and then like the pipes coming out of the walls. What you should do is
there's gonna be like the way I envision it was gonna be like there's gonna be that sewer game.
yeah,
There's
like
gonna be that
sewer
tunnel
court?
game.
A
There's
sewer
gonna
court
be
where
a padded room game. There's gonna be there's gonna be a dojo match. There's gonna be like every type of like honestly like a viewing setting.
Fucking
There's gonna be
Red
a church.
Square in
Yo,
Russia.
okay. Crazy.
The Kremlin.
Oh my god, yes.
Okay.
Well, let's model the Kremlin.
No. Okay. So
They're gonna
what
fight
if
out front of the Kremlin.
what if
Yeah,
what
dude,
if this was
right
like
in Red Square? Oh, fuck.
a basketball tournament, but one of the stages was actually like the inside of someone's like brain.
Oh.
That was in like a mental institution, so
Oh, there's-
they're like literally
oh my
fighting
God.
someone's
Dead
dream.
Dutch detective, right there.
yeah,
Dead
that's-
Dutch detective.
Okay, so let's just
Okay,
go
yeah.
over like
Okay,
the character ideas.
because this is before we get too many ideas out on the internet, like
Well, no, this is trademarking right here.
trademarking. Okay, so we're like, oh man, we're trademarking this shit. Burnout's Paradise, Carlos Martinez. This is like intellectual property.
Yeah,
owned,
bitch,
owned-
we came up with this first.
Yeah,
Fuck with us
motherfuckers.
and
Okay.
find out.
I
So
hope you do.
conceptually, it is a fighting game. Yeah, and like picture Street Fighter mechanics.
Yeah.
But within this, there is no health bars. Only stamina. You are using a basketball to move back and forth between the court. And to end your combos, your combo enders are shots. You are doing 7 8-piece combos. Not Killer Instinct like 130 hit combos. Not Fighter Z 30 to 80 hit combos. You're doing 7 8-piece combos like Street Fighter style, but it's real basketball moves. You're doing slum dogs. You're doing fucking skitchers. I don't know what they're called. I don't know basketball moves.
Oh well, I mean, like it's straight up combination of all of like the common North American basketball moves.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you're doing sham gods, you're doing crossovers, you're doing behind the back spins, you're doing pump fake spins into fake double pump fake fucking
Step
snatched
backs
ankles.
and fucking crazy shit.
The whole point is basically to make it look as embarrassing as possible when you pull off an 8 or 7 piece combo.
But there are also characters who will play more like traditional fighting game characters, wherein they do not pull basketball moves. They don't have step backs. They don't have...
They just beat the piss out of you?
Yeah, like the Russian assassin's gonna pull out a knife or a silenced pistol,
Yeah.
or he'll, like, pull out a Fabergé egg and smash it over your head or something, right? But all of this is in the aim to push you to the corner to reinforce traditional fighting game mechanics that are overlooked in tutorials, which is the idea of taking turns, breaking combos, taking defense is still your turn, like treating defense as a proactive option rather than you're just stuck blocking.
Mm-hmm.
And teaching people how to convert combos into points.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than having your character die, you play a game to 11 points where you combo your way down the field, and then your combo ender is a shot on net.
I think okay, so one now this is a suggestion. I love this. Oh fuck yeah, I love this. Anyways, instead of going to say 11 points, I would instead of just like keeping a small number like 11, I would move it up to like say like 50,000 points and then assign.
But it's rounds. It's fighting game, right? So it's first to 11 points, but it's best of 3.
Okay.
So think traditional fighting game.
But the only reason why I was saying to make the points larger is because if you say only get a 2 combo and then a point, you should only get like say 150 points versus like if you do 4 combos or you do like a legendary 8 combo where you all of a sudden you get like 50,000 points.
Well, here's where meter
Okay.
and expenditures would come in.
Also, I think... Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, yeah, absolutely.
But just to like expand on what you're talking about,
Yep.
is I think more accurately, literally, is depending on how many moves you complete in your combo will dictate how accurate your shot will be, and that kind and that will kind of negate any type of point system. So like,
okay.
So if you kind of like work the idea that way, then if you do the bare minimum, you're at like 95% chance of getting the ball in, which is almost 100%. So you will almost 100% of the time get the ball in the net.
So you would have some characters who would have like say an accuracy of like 7 or like or
here's what I would posit. You would treat it that way.
Okay.
But those wouldn't be overt stats.
Okay.
So it would be moveset based effectively. You'd have your traditional zoners.
Yeah.
Your traditional rushdown, and there will straight up be a Shoto, which means like a Ryu or Ken clone.
Okay.
Basically. Right? So like there's going to be that archetype, but then there will be 2 characters who are the Shoto of our game, which are ballers.
Yeah.
They'll be the all-arounders. They will be able to drive the line.
Yeah.
Pump fakes, all that stuff, step back, shoot the 3. They'll be good at all that stuff, but they won't be the best at any of it.
Yeah. Kind of a jack of all trades.
Exactly, but the ability to increase the accuracy of your shot by comboing, pulling these stylish moves, and keeping it, like, definitely try to keep it limited to 7 or 8. Like, I think that would be, like, kind of optimal for, also, because I also want to have a shot clock. Like a 15 seconds shot clock, so you're forced to interact.
Yeah.
I do think that like keeping it a conventional 24 second, because that's what it is professionally, 24 seconds.
But it's street ball.
Yeah.
Street ball half. Like, it's not going to be half court. It's going to be full court, but it's not going to be tough to move down the line.
Right.
Unless your opponent is a really good defender. Which, in that point, rewarding offense versus defense is the toughest part of the game.
Yeah. There's definitely like some room for some brainstorming, but I love the initial idea. I love the concept. I love the idea of it. Like, I love the idea of like it is a Street Fighter style game, but still at the same time, like at its core, it's still basketball. Like it's really cool that you're
as
taking
far as
the
I can like get from what you explained is like that is the core.
yeah.
Of the game, like
the mechanics fighting games, but it's basketball.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like so everything that is basketball, you incorporate the fighter part on top of that, so it never leaves the game.
So I'm assuming this is like side 2D.
2D fighter, like picture Dragon Ball Fighter Z, Killer
Yeah.
Instinct, Street Fighter.
Yeah.
But the only difference is health bars don't matter.
Yeah.
Your health bar is stamina. You have enough stamina if you optimize your combos to throw an 8-piece combo, and if you're stylish, maybe 10. But that's styling, and you got to build meter and call your assist to carry on that combo.
Yeah.
So if you're driving the line from your end to their end, you're gonna have to use both characters.
Oh, so it's like a 2v2.
2v2, but you only play one at a time.
Yeah.
But we were talking about the potential of 2-player mechanics and make it a 2-player focused game where it's like co-op 2 ballers versus, or like 2 ballers versus AI just for the story.
Yeah.
Where you could play it with a friend and be like, yeah, I can drive the line up to mid-court or a little beyond, maybe to the 3-point line, but by that point I'm out of stamina and I have to call my assist to carry on the drive.
So then are you are you then in turn also implementing if you swap players, does your stamina recharge?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you could literally have like you then open up the potential to massive combo games because
like I feel like there would combo links would I feel like be a thing, but
absolutely.
I also feel like combo capping would be a thing too.
I guess
because
that's
that's the break. No, I would want there to be a breaker mechanic, a steal or a burst. Remember?
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, so we're only looking at it from one team standpoint. We're also we're
kind
looking
of like
at
if you have the ball on offense.
two people
That's how I'm
versus
seeing
AI.
I've been thinking a lot about the defense as well.
Yes, yes. I've not stopped to think about the defense. I've strictly been thinking about offense. But there's a large dynamic, especially when it comes to basketball, because you have a block, which in sense, if you are going to be blocking, you're staying in front of them. But then there's also going to be like a try and steal mechanic as well. So instead of like a block, that'd be your parry. That would be essentially your parry.
Combo breaker versus parry, basically, yeah. You can parry their offensive motions to give yourself a better frame advantage effectively.
Yeah.
Or you have the option, you're in the middle of a combo, you are getting wrecked. They are burning your stamina and theirs in this combo. But if you rock, paper, scissors, make the read. Like, literally you have to make a read on what they're going to do. And you press the 2-button interaction, which is like, I make a steal on mediums, I make a steal on heavies, or I make a steal on lights. Mm-hmm. And at that moment, your character does the breaker. And if you guess wrong, Killer Instinct style, you'll be locked out of making another guess until the combo ends or until a certain amount of time passes.
This is definitely...
it's the risk reward.
I'm very interested in this, and I think it's absolutely fantastic.
I want to buy a whiteboard and lay this out. And I really want to actually make this game.
I would download Reaper... not Reaper, sorry. What did you...
Unity.
Yeah, Unity. I would... Like, did you pay for that, or...
Unity is free until you make $100,000.
Oh, sick. Hell yeah. Let's fucking do it. I'll download and piss around on it.
So the thing is, the only thing that would need physics, technically, is the ball. Everything else is canned animations because it's based on hit, reactions, and your jumps. Like, there's limited physics on, like, how floaty certain characters would be.
Yeah.
But the hardest part, I think, is building movesets and physics for the ball.
These are definitely conversations to be had for later because we are a few minutes over time.
Yeah, and we actually have to do a second ad read before we go.
And you know who our favorite, right for the end. We always save it for the end.
You know what? We honestly had them in the middle of the show last time, but isn't it Mr. Nut or is it somebody else today?
No, it's always fucking Raid.
Oh my god! I forgot.
Always Raid.
Oh, they gave us so much money to do these ad reads.
Anybody listening right now, if you subscribe to this channel, you're going to have the deal of a lifetime, where you're not only going to get the best deal of a lifetime, but a lifelong pet. A fucking grizzly bear!
Hell yeah! Remember, ladies and gentlemen, actually, this is going to be the first time you're hearing about this. The majesty that is God King, Sir Vladimir Putin on a bear. He is now in Raid Shadow Legends. Ladies and gentlemen, if you subscribe to our podcast or our channel, if you put in our code BPPP, you will get for free Vladimir Putin on a bear in Raid Shadow Legends.
It's an unlockable skin. Guess what? No skin. He ends up wearing no clothes other than a belt and denim jeans on a bear.
And Raid Shadow Legends now has 17 new bosses. There are 5 Hydras, 3 Harpies, 2 Valkyries, Odin, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Mother Mary Magdalene herself.
17.
Okay, there is also like 3 Vikings, an ogre,
Chuck Norris,
and a troll. And if you buy Raid Shadow Legends today with our code BPPP, you will receive Vladimir Putin riding a bear, and also receive a free grizzly bear in the mail.
Also, if you subscribe today and you complete the entire game on the hardest difficulty, you will get Vladimir Putin fighting Chuck Norris as an extended cutscene.
Technically, we're not sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Grizzly bear not included.
Offer lasts 1 day only.
Vladimir Putin, dude, I swear to Christ, we're gonna get like a cease and desist from Raid Shadow Legends.
We haven't
How
uploaded
can we get banned by talking about a fucking communist riding a bear while holding an AK-47 half naked?
Hell yeah. No, half naked, but he's got denim jeans on, so I mean, he's got half the Canadian tuxedo, so it's perfectly fine. That's totally what makes it.
That was brilliant.
That was good. I swear to Christ, like one of these, like as soon as we put these up, we're gonna get a fucking complete cease and desist by Raid Shadow Legends. It's gonna be wonderful.
Or they sponsor us,
dude. That was the other thing. That was the other thing I was thinking. They're gonna be like, these guys are so fucking ridiculous with their ads.
$5,000, make 10 more of those.
10 more of those. Fucking print. Like here's 5 Gs. Get out of here.
If we find out how much that they actually offer, I'm probably
just
gonna double down and be like, 5, give me 10.
Yeah, dude, it'd be funny. They're like, no,
what are you
5,000? We're gonna give you $200.
Also, I wanted to say, it would, cause like, for the purpose of just live streaming in general, cause have you checked the views we've gotten a couple things?
No.
We've gotten, on the last live stream I did where I was modeling 3D and did a little bit of music stuff, we got almost 60 views on the, and that's after the VOD went up. So that means 4 people watched it live, but even more after.
Our D&D VOD is gone. I didn't save it.
Oh, that's okay. That's whatever.
Oh,
it happens.
Yeah.
That's fine.
What
I wanted to say is, if you're going on making music, and you want to like talk to people and do it, just hop live. It doesn't matter if 3 people are watching. Make beats while people are there. Mm-hmm. If you're feeling it, like, and like if you want to like snag the Twitch stream, go live playing fucking.
Oddly enough, there's a game that I want to play.
Yeah, because like I want to play some Inscription on there. I want to play the Inscription campaign.
Inscription?
Oh, horror card game.
Ooh, fuck that.
/ escape room.
What?
Yeah, it's fucking insane.
Yo, okay,
it's
so we gotta wrap this up because we're fucking an hour and 22 minutes here. We gotta cut some of the shit out.
No, yeah. I mean, I feel like generally the biggest cuts I make are at the beginning of the episode.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like because we're getting warmed up.
Yeah.
And for Dustin's story, there's probably like a couple minutes where it's just like dead air that I have to trim up.
Oh, there's also that big chunk where
yes,
that.
Where I spilled.
Yeah.
I'll keep some people know that I fucked up.
Yeah, that's right.
Dustin, you're beautiful. I love you, dude.
Yeah, the trim is really good.
I free-handed it today.
Really? Looks
Yeah.
great. I actually, I went to trim mine.
I kind of messed up.
Yeah, there's been a couple of times where I've like gotten patches, but like that happened to be over here, so I was like, oh, guess I better go a little shorter than usual. So
That is literally what happened. Yeah.
I like yours because it's actually like looks packed, looks tight. Tweaked.
Yeah, I did it on purpose. Yeah. This area, I made sure is
A little thicker.
yeah.
Little thick.
That
He was,
spot.
he was referring to his mouth region when he was referring to this.
He pointed to his cock.
He pointed to his cock.
Yeah,
So this is the
hey, I'm a thick boy.
I'm a thick boy, and I'm coming here to do thick boy things.
Well, everybody, thanks for coming out.
This episode of Burnout's Paradise podcast was brought to you by Reading Rainbow. Reading Rainbow. The show hasn't been on the air since the early 2000s, but you can check it out on the internet.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Go fuck yourself.